You're listening to the Geriatric Mamas Podcast with Jessica Raziri
and Sonia Tapley.
The Geriatric Mamas happy hour episode in the middle of the day on a Sunday, where we are going to get abso-fucking-lutely nothing done.
Yeah, no. I mean,
cheers.
If anything, I'll just cheers. I'll be cleaning because I sent Mike out with Annabelle to go to do a Target run, like a daddy-daughter Target run instead of a mommy-daughter Target run. Jessica's earbuds just fell out.
I literally just like fucking hit my hand and they like ripped out of my ears because I'm like literally like a dinosaur and I don't have like wireless earbuds and we're still like stuck to the Stone Ages with our cords. And every time I move my arm, and it's so abrupt too, like, and I always make the face like somebody else just ripped them out of my ears. And it's like, no, it's me. I do it every time. God, that was so alarming. Sorry, so I totally just missed what you said, but I'll hear it in the recording. It's fine.
Yeah, no need. It's totally fine. You already know what I said.
Oh man. Yeah. No, I even have a list. I even went to bed last night making a list of like things that I needed to do today or I wanted to do because like I wanted to do stuff yesterday, but like I got like nothing done. The only thing I really did, I paused because I was like, what did I do yesterday? Like I wrapped gifts. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. This is like so fucking bad. But I'm realizing that like I think, you know, it's one thing to like things a certain way. It's one thing to be like meticulous about your wrapping and have a certain aesthetic that you like. Mm-hmm. But I kind of think that I'm starting to go to like a whole new extreme
of wrapping. Yeah.
Well, because I might have rewrapped all the gifts my mom sent for Hayden.
So that it matches everything else. Your mom is gonna be so impressed with this. Hey, Doris.
Well, okay, but I did leave her wrapping. I just kind of wrapped over her wrapping.
Oh, okay. So now he's gonna have double wrapping to unwrap. That's awesome.
Well, but like,
I love that for him though.
But part of it was because she sent a box of like all these gifts that are wrapped, and you know, the mail, it finally gets here. It's like a little late. It finally gets here. Or no, it wasn't late. Sorry. I don't even know where that just came from. I'm going to cut that out. It wasn't late. It gets here and the box is like demolished. Like it's all ripped open and everything. And so like they're freaking out that like things are broken and I'm, you know, feeling stuffed. Everything seems like it's fine.
Yeah.
But some of the gifts were kind of like unwrapped because like the paper was just really thin and like rustling around in the box and kind of unwrapped. So my intention was to just basically rewrap the gifts that were already unwrapped and, you know, kind of like fix them up. But then like, I just kind of like just got into it. Like I had like a Hallmark movie playing, like I was like sipping on some eggnog and I'm like, this is great. Like I'm just, oh, but look how cute these are. Oh, you know what? I'll just do a little more. And like, I haven't really like done like much Christmas shopping. Like everything that I have gotten is I'm like, oh, this is going to be a Santa gift. This is a Santa gift. So like I had nothing really to wrap of my own. So I'm like, I'm just going to rewrap all their gifts. And next thing I know, like literally every single one of their gifts is rewrapped, and I'm like, oops.
Yeah. That's, you know,
but yeah,
I think
they look pretty.
A great wrapping party, and now once you finally do get your actual Christmas shopping done, you're gonna have to do it all over again. So.
Oh, yeah, that just made me realize I don't know that I have enough. I might need to get more wrapping.
But not today, because
not today.
Turned into a happy hour. So
today turned into a happy hour, and that's just what's gonna happen. Yeah, but like I was just saying with my tree a little bit ago, like everything from like my shoulder up, it looks great in the background, but if you look closely, like if I were to like zoom in on this right now, there's literally no ornaments on the bottom part of the tree. Like there's nothing there because I'm quickly realizing that like, you know, Christmas as I used to know it is gone because now I have a 14-month-old and he's very much involved with all the decorations that go up. Like I literally like put like bells on all the gifts and I was like, these are so cute. And then I thought that, okay, now we're going to put said gift with the bells on it under the tree. No, you're not, you idiot. Like literally within 2 seconds, I'm in the other room, like wrapping another gift, and I hear ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, oh my God. And I knew exactly what was happening. And I come out
Yeah.
here and he like has the bow all undone and he's like all excited. I'm like, and he's just excited because he wants the bells. And so then I like give him like his own bells because they're like just these little like, it's kind of like a little ball, right?
Yeah.
And so I give
Yeah.
him his own bells thinking that like, okay, he'll play with this and he won't notice. And then me, like, what is the definition of insanity? Keep doing the same thing, expecting a different result. That's exactly what I did. So then what do? Do I pick up the gift that he went into? No, I put down 3 more and that also have bells on them. And then now I'm hearing ding, 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 like more. And I'm just like, damn it. So then like, finally I was just like, okay, I just need to stop. This isn't a thing. So I like picked up all the gifts. They're now under the little skinny tree in the dining room. And I'm like, this is just where they're going to live until Christmas Eve because it's not a thing. I can't have it under the tree. I can't have nice things anymore. So
I was getting my hair done the other day with Rihanna, who is a mutual friend of ours, and she has a kitten. It's like, I think they got the kitten in October, so it's not like a baby, but it's still like, this is the kitten's first Christmas.
Oh.
So she is now keeping all of her wrapped gifts in a closet with the door shut in their bedrooms. So
does the cat keep trying to get into the gifts?
Yeah, so it keeps like ripping, and our cats used to do that too. Like,
oh yeah, because the nails, and they're just playing. That's
just
so
playing
funny.
Their claws like rip it. So so her poor son is like, Mom, like, where's all the Christmas gifts? And she's like, well, Santa hasn't brought them yet. Like, like normally there's gifts under the tree, like at least a couple from Mom and Dad. But
and there's like nothing.
Yeah. And so, because we haven't had time to go Christmas shopping yet, this is not an issue in our house. Like, we don't know how it's going to go. Annabelle's 2.5. She might not get into the presents as much as she did last year. And we're going to, like, she already kind of knows a lot about Santa Claus just from, like, being at my grandmother's and her Mimi's house and also watching Paw Patrol and all that stuff. So she knows about Santa Claus. We don't really talk about it. We weren't sure if we were going to do the whole we don't lie to our kids thing or if we were going to do the Santa Claus thing.
No, do the Santa Claus thing, Sonia.
So we've
think about like how much fun you had as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like the magic of Christmas.
We weren't sure we were going to do before
You're doing.
We're doing. So Santa Claus is a household name, but we haven't started using Santa Claus as like a bribe or punishment or...
Wait, you have or haven't?
We haven't.
You haven't.
So Santa Claus is just a person who brings you presents, but we're not saying like Santa Claus won't bring you presents. You know, we're not doing that. I mean, she's 2.5. So
did you see that thing? I took a screenshot of it. Let me read it really quickly. It's relevant to this. I'm not going on a different tangent. But there's this thing where it was on Facebook. Here it is. It was on Facebook. I don't remember who posted it originally. But basically it was like when your child is like, you know, starts getting to that age where they're like asking questions and they're unsure and they're asking like, is Santa real? And I heard this and I don't know. And so somebody posted this. This isn't my own, obviously, but somebody posted this where it's a little story. But okay. So it says, son, Dad, I think I'm old enough now. Is there a Santa Claus? Dad, okay, I agree that you're old enough, but before I tell you, I have a question for you. You see, the truth is a dangerous gift. Once you know something, you can't unknow it. Once you know the truth about Santa Claus, you will never again understand and relate to him as you do now. So my question is, are you sure you want to know? There's a brief pause. The son, yes, I want to know. Dad, okay, I'll tell you. Yes. There is a Santa Claus. Son, really? Dad, yes, really, but he's not an old man with a beard and a red suit. That's just what we tell kids. You see, kids are too young to understand the true nature of Santa Claus. So we explain it to them in a way that they can understand. The truth about Santa Claus is that he's not a person at all. He's an idea. Think of all those presents Santa gave you over the years. I actually bought those myself. I watched you open them. And did it bother me that you didn't thank me? Of course not. In fact, it gave me great pleasure. You see, Santa Claus is the idea of giving for the idea of giving for the sake of giving, without thought or thanks or acknowledgement. When I saw that woman collapse on the subway last week and called for help, I knew that she'd never know that it was me that summoned the ambulance. I was being Santa Claus when I did that. Son, oh, Dad. So now you know you're a part of it. You have to be Santa Claus too now. That means you can never tell young kids the secret, and you have to help us select Santa presents for them. And most important, you have to look for opportunities to help people. Got it? Help each other this Christmas and be kind. Isn't that sweet?
Aw, that's a really sweet way to do it.
Yeah, so it's like it's like you're explaining to them like, listen, like, yeah, he's not a person, but it's like the idea. And so it's like the magic isn't gone, and then they're not like resenting you for lying to them, and it's like teaching them like the importance of giving and like, you know, a lesson, you know, as well. So I don't know, I just thought that was really sweet and definitely something to hold on
there's
to.
just so much wisdom today. There's just so much wisdom that we didn't have when we were kids. Like, not to parent shame or anything, but like my childhood was gone when Santa Claus went. You know, like,
I feel like yes, and I feel like had I gone to my dad, especially my dad, my mom wouldn't have handled it this way, but I feel like had I gone to my dad and like had that same conversation, like, Dad, is there a Santa Claus? He'd be like, yep. And then I'd be like, oh, okay, like, are you sure? Because I don't know, it just seems weird. And he would literally look at me and be like, do you want extra gifts or not? If you do, shut up. There's a Santa. Like he would have said something like that. Like, oh, okay. Guess there's a Santa.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. No, there's definitely like more wisdom. But the thing is too, is like there's social media, you know? So maybe the wisdom was out there, but like
our access to it is a lot easier.
Our access up in the corner of Maine. Like way up there.
Hey,
just
my mom
didn't have access to it.
My mom was like, as soon as Apple came out with computers, we needed one. So we had like this little corner office in our house growing up, and we had an Apple computer. Did it do much?
I was so jealous of your Apple. Was it one of the colored ones? You remember those?
It was
Do you remember those
yes.
like really cute? They had like all these different colors, like
that
yellow,
was
blue,
yes.
purple.
I feel like those came out after ours, because ours was just like the gray, and it had like a little apple on it, and it probably had like a rainbow apple. I think it had like a rainbow apple.
I remember that.
Yeah.
We never. I remember like I always wanted like an Apple computer because that's what we had at school. And there was like this game. What was it? I think it was called Kid Pix. It wasn't a game, but it was at school. It was a program called Kid Pix. Do you remember Kid Pix?
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember what it was.
It was it was Kid Pix, I think is what it was called. And you could do like art. It was like before like Photoshop, and like it was basically like glorified paint, you know, like, and you could like paint stuff. And then there was games on it, and it was like all this stuff. And I remember I wanted that program, but it was only, it was meant for Mac. Like it wasn't meant for anything else. And so like we couldn't have it. And I was like, it's because my parents are poor. And I can't have Kid Pix because we don't have an Apple because we're poor.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Yeah. I
had Kid Pix. If I did,
love throwing my parents under the bus.
Yeah.
You probably used it and didn't know.
Right.
So, oh man. So, you said that like Annabelle, I know she's still kind of young, but is she like asking Santa for anything this year?
She doesn't ask like for anything unless we're at Target. If we're at Target, she wants everything in Target. Yep. It could be a blanket in the
It doesn't matter what it is. She just wants
it. In the kids section, she wants all the babies, all the cars, all the balls, everything. But no, she doesn't ask Santa for anything. But what she has been doing is walking around the apartment playing with imaginary toys that she doesn't have. So like right now she wants a guitar, because she'll walk around and she'll pretend like she's playing a guitar and she'll sing. And so she's like walking around singing, pretending like she's playing the guitar. So I'm like, okay,
maybe she'll be the next Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. She can sing. I love it when she sings because it's the cutest thing ever. But she won't do it when she knows I'm recording her.
Yeah. I still laugh at when you said that like she knows the shape your lips make when you're about to sing. And she's just I just picture you like,
Yeah.
like getting ready to like, oh.
Yeah.
And she's like, ah, shut up.
Yeah.